Welcome to the comprehensive guide on banana planting and fertilizer requirements. You have come to the right place if you are a banana enthusiast or a farmer looking to optimize your harvest. The video has been divided into 3 sections. 1. Planting requirements. 2. Soil preparation. 3. Fertilizer requirements for banana plants. Watch the video till the end without skipping it, because understanding the planting site and soil preparation is as important as fertilizer requirements. A good knowledge on the first 2 areas will help you succeed in banana farming. Let's move on to part 1 of the video. Successfully establishing a young banana plant starts with your planting site and method. Once established, it needs little assistance to grow and bear fruit, but you'll want to make sure you give your plant the right foundation. It would be highly motivating for me to share much valuable information if you could just hit the subscribe button. Before you plant, check your soil pH. Contact your local country extension office for information about soil testing in your area, or purchase one of the digital meters for quick and accurate results. Banana plants need a pH level of 5.5 to 6.5. They grow in a wide variety of soils, as long as the soil is deep and has good drainage. They do not tolerate salty soils. Steer clear of extremely heavy or poorly drained soil. The next factor to consider is the planting site. Choose a site that is protected from wind and cold weather and receives plenty of sunlight. Banana plants should be grown in constant warmth. Ideal temperature at night would be 67 F and daytime in the 80s. High humidity of 50% or higher is desirable. If your outdoor temperatures do not support these requirements, your banana plant can be potted and moved indoors during the colder months. During summer, keep it in a protected area where the temperature does not drop below 60°F. Moving on to the planting tips. Dig a hole large enough to accommodate the root system. The rhizome needs to have half an inch of its base covered with soil and spacing of 4 to 5 feet. Spread a small amount of a balanced fertilizer evenly around the plant and water it well. If you are looking for potting your banana plants, then here we go. When planting in a container, the pot needs to be at least 6 to 8 inches with a draining hole. Protect until outdoor temperatures are warm and the chance of frost is gone. Move the plant into a protected, sunny location, preferably with a southern exposure. By your tree's second summer, you can plant it in a larger container, usually 16 to 20 inches in diameter. Refreshing the soil every 1 to 3 years will provide soil nutrients and encourage healthier growth. Now, moving on to part 2 of the video, which is soil preparation for banana plants. Preparing your soil before you plant will greatly improve your plant's performance and promote healthy, vigorous growth. It is a good idea to have your soil tested to determine if it is lacking in any essential minerals and nutrients. The goal of soil preparation is to replenish vital minerals and nutrients, as well as break up and loosen any compacted soil. Are you confused as to when to prepare your soil? Soil preparation can be done at any time that the ground is not too wet or frozen. Your trees may be planted even when temperatures are quite cool. If a hard frost is expected, it is advisable to delay planting for a while until temperatures become more moderate. Generally, as long as your soil is workable, it is fine to plant. Moving on to how to prepare your soil. Roots grow faster when they're spread out. Dig the hole deep and wide enough so the root system has plenty of room to easily expand. Keep the topsoil in a separate pile so you can put it in the bottom of the hole, where it'll do the most good. To loosen the soil, mix dehydrated cow manure, garden compost or peat moss, up to 1/3 concentration, into your pile of topsoil. Make sure the peat moss you get is either sphagnum or granular peat. You can also add cocoa fiber potting medium for 2 or more inches of organic material and work in evenly with the existing soil. In addition, your lawn can provide you with ideal organic materials such as grass clippings and shredded leaves. Not only will the grass and leaves break down to provide soil nutrients, but they will help loosen the soil as well. You can gather these in the fall with spring planting in mind. Organic materials bind sandy soil particles so they retain moisture and nutrients better. They also break apart clay and silt particles, so that water can infiltrate and roots can spread. Moving on to the third part of the video, which is fertilizing banana plants. A banana plant's rapid growth rate makes it a heavy feeder. Young plants may need as much as 1/4 to 1/2 pound of fertilizer per month. A balanced fertilizer of 8-10-8 NPK is recommended. When it comes to applying high nitrogen and high potassium fertilizers, have these things in mind. During the growing season, apply high nitrogen fertilizer monthly. As the plant begins to flower, reduce the nitrogen fertilizer and switch to a potassium-rich one. Cease fertilization if the soil has a pH of 6 or lower or when the plant starts to fruit. Here are some of the best fertilizers and their benefits for banana plants. The best fertilizers for banana plants include organic compost, balanced NPK, banana peel fertilizer, vermicompost, potassium-rich fertilizers, liquid seaweed and slow-release fertilizers. These fertilizers promote soil health, enhance fruit quality and taste, and prevent diseases while improving overall plant health and resilience. Finally, let's look into the NPK ratio for banana plants. An NPK ratio of 8:1:0 is ideal for banana plants depending on the environment. Nitrogen is used by plants for lots of leaf growth and good green color. Phosphorus is used by plants to help form new roots, make seeds, fruit and flowers. It's also used by plants to help fight disease. Potassium helps plants make strong stems and keep growing fast. Last but not the least, here are a few fertilizing tips for your banana plants. Tip 1. During warm weather, apply once a month. Tip 2. Spread the fertilizer evenly around the plant in a circle around the trunk. Tip 3. Do not allow the fertilizer to come in contact with the trunk. Tip 4. Feed container plants on the same monthly schedule using about half the rate for outside plants.